welcome to another exciting video. Today we will be continuing our exploration of Flexbox. We'll see how we can turn a Flexbox into a grid. And for that we'll be making use of align content and FlexWrap attributes. Adding FlexWrap to a Flexbox container allows the items to form a grid. The content can then be aligned and distributed along the grid using justify content and align content. Adding wrapping to a long Flexbox list can give you some nice grid-like features. In this example, I have around 7 images, each with a caption. Now, let's go ahead and in our styles, set the display to flex on the main container. In this case, the main container is the body tag itself. So what we'll do is we'll go back to our styles. Here for the body tag, we'll set the display to flex and save this in this case. Now let's go ahead and fix the width as well. So right now it's set using the width property, and here what we'll do is under figure we will be setting the height and width for this. So the height is going to be set to 150 pixels, and we'll be making use of flex and we'll be setting it to 0 and then 150 pixels. So what we're doing is we are setting the flex grow to 0 over here, so it doesn't get away from us. And now we can see that the list of images flow horizontally, which is fine. We don't really want it to go off the page. As you can see, it's currently going off the page. So what we need to do to fix it is add flex wrap, and the default value of flex wrap is set to no wrap. So here if I go ahead and say flex wrap, so here, as you can see, the no wrap is the default option. If I do apply it, I don't see any changes coming up over here. So instead of this, what we'll do is we'll say wrap and we'll save this. Now when I do that, you can see that all the images are now visible on the page. It also has this wrap reverse option, which if we apply, you will notice that causes the line breaks to flow up instead of down in this case. Now, coming back to wrap, here you'll notice that when we do this flex wrap as wrap, the content basically bunches up to the top left corner. If we want to spread it out a bit, we can add justify content. And for justify content, we will be making use of space around, which we know will give us a nice space along the flex direction axis. So when we apply justify content to space around and I kind of shrink this page, you'll notice that it also affects the alignment of the orphaned item on that last row. That doesn't really help us with our vertical rhythm. We can add align content. So here we'll be making use of align content. It has values that we are already familiar with, like flex start, flex end, center, space between, space around, and stretch. Stretch isn't going to show much because we have a fixed width and height. Align content is only used with multi-line content. So here we'll be making use of space around. Make sure that you're not confusing it with align items or align self, as it won't do anything on single line content. So here we have our grid-like structure using Flexbox.